Hey guys, how's it going? Oh my goodness, it has been so long since I'm just like fixing this. It has been so long since I've been in here. I can't even remember the last time I was in the group. But basically I just wanted to come on here because, sorry, the lighting's like a little bit off. So I just wanted to basically come on here because I posted something in the group. There's two reasons. So I posted something in the group earlier on. You guys know I've been talking about the health implications of, with your metabolism and everything. Hey Michelle, how's it going? With COVID right now. And so if you guys have not checked out that article by the New York Times, I really, really encourage you because, I've been talking about this for weeks and I've been waiting for mainstream media to come on board and start talking about it. And finally they have. So if you haven't actually had a chance to sit down and see it or sit down and read it, I highly recommend that you do it. But the other reason why I wanted to come on here was because it's so funny. The more and more I talk to women lately, the more and more I'm hearing this whole thing about, how now is just not the right time to start a diet. Meaning, everybody's like, there's so much stress going on and I can't, the kids are home and I can't seem to focus and I can't seem to do anything. And I wanted to come on here because I want to just reframe the way that we see this, guys, because right now I truly believe is probably the best time to start a diet. And here's why. Because realistically, in real life, pre-COVID, a couple of the things that I would constantly hear from women about why it wasn't a good time to start a diet was because, there was always some function they had to go to. Every single weekend, there was always a barbecue that they had to be at. There was always a birthday party. There was always something. Something was always happening that was threatening to throw them off track, which is really funny because now that we are socially isolated, you have absolutely nothing threatening to throw you off track. In fact, I would argue that you have, even with everything going on, with the kids being at home and with your partner being there and you trying to juggle work and everything, I would argue that you have more resources and more time now more than ever to actually be successful on your diet. And here's what that will mean. And the reason why I say this is because so many women right now in the nervous system are experiencing this. They have the ability, because we're incubated, to focus on every single meal. They have time to meal prep. They have time to, be more conscious about what they're eating. And right now, because they have more time, and even if you are tempted to reach for the sweet things, if you are giving yourself the ability and the opportunity to learn these tools now, by the time you, or all of us, I should say, come out of social isolation, you will have mastered them. Which basically means that what used to be really hard for you when we were all together and having, functions to go to and everything, what used to be really hard and really challenging, by the time you come out of this is going to be really, really easy. So I would actually argue the fact that, with everything going on right now, so many women are just saying, now's not the right time to jump in. I don't have enough time. Like, I don't have a lot of support. I don't have this and I don't have that. But I feel like we're forgetting what it's actually like to be out in the real world. When, you have barbecues to go to and you have birthday parties and everything. Whereas now, we're on the cusp of summer. We're likely going to be in this for a couple more months. If you could take 2 to 3 months to focus on your diet, to get yourself aligned and to be able to achieve your goals, you could actually, like so many moms, like Katie and I just talked about her, you could actually come out of isolation at your goal weight. Not only would you be able to come out of isolation at your goal weight, but because you actually had the time to focus and, learn the tools and practice them every single day without everything else going on, without all of the events and all of the things and all of the after school drop-offs and pickups and everything like that, because you actually have the time now, you would be able to master them so that by the time real life kicks back in again, it's a cakewalk and you have no challenges because now you actually know what to do and it's become, a solid habit in your life. Because I'm going to be really honest, guys, it's like, I truly, truly believe, and it sounds so bad to say, but, I was watching the Michelle Obama documentary last night, which is also really funny because I just started reading her book again. And she was saying, she was sitting, because she grew up in the south side of Chicago and had all these obstacles, up against her. And she was talking about the fact that, in spite of all of the obstacles, it made her drive even harder to go to Princeton and to go to Harvard, Princeton, like Harvard, are you kidding me? And this girl made it happen. And so she was sitting around a circle of these young women talking to them. And one of the girls said to her, Michelle, how did you not become a statistic? Because every single day I feel like I'm a statistic. I feel like, I'm just going to fall into the trap of, being, under the poverty line, not being educated, like all the things. She's like, how did you not make yourself a statistic? And Michelle was like, I believed that I wasn't. Everybody else told me that I was, but I believed that I wasn't, which is why I was able to go on and do the things that I want to do. And it just made me stop and think that so much of this is you not believing in yourself and you not believing that you have the ability to do this, when in actuality, if you take a look back at all of the hard things in your life, there's the proof that you do. Like, it's so funny because, like, I was even thinking about that in respect of my daughters, my two girls, and I was like, they are going to grow up in a house where nothing is off limits to them. And not because we are not wealthy by any stretch of the means, not because we have an abundance of money, not because not for anything. They are going to grow up believing that everything is at their fingertips because they came from a household that is resourceful. Because Marcus and I believe that nothing is outside of our reach, in the same way that Michelle Obama believed the exact same thing for her. Because we will never say no to each other. We will never deny ourselves anything. We will never deny the girls anything because we are resourceful. We don't say, can we? We say, how can we? And so that's what I really wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about today, because believing in this idea, waiting for this perfect time to show up where the universe is going to align for you and your kids are going to behave and, all of these things are going to come together so that you can finally achieve your goals, is a lie. I love you so much, but it is a damn lie that you are telling yourself, and it is causing you to stay stuck. And that's the truth. Because if you believe that anything is possible for you, then you will find the resources to make it happen. Because believe you me, I see it happening all the time. I see it happening. There are single moms in our group right now. There are women who aren't working, who haven't been working, whose husbands are out of work, but they were like, I'm going to be resourceful. I'm going to make this happen because this is really important to me. Having an abundance of energy is really important to me. Waking up every single day feeling like a 10 out of 10 is really important to me. Being a phenomenal example for my kids is really important to me. And it's more important than their excuses. Because I'm going to be really honest, you cannot have your goals and your bullshit too. Something has to give, which is why I think now more than ever, if improving your health, if losing weight, if getting that energy back is something that's important to you, you are in a perfect state. This is probably as perfect as it's ever going to get, because you aren't impacted by outside obstacles. You aren't impacted by outside temptations. You literally just have you and your bubble to focus on. So for all of you, previously who were saying, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more resources. I wish I didn't have to drop the kids off. It's all happening for you right now. And now that you've been given that opportunity, now there's another obstacle for you. So I just want you to take a step back and consider this for a second. That if this is the perfect time for you, Is it really that you're not capturing it? Or are you just creating this idea that there's going to be another time? There's going to be a better time. Now's not the right time. We don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. Because I can tell you right now, I'm a mom who runs a full-time business as an entrepreneur, who has 2 kids under 2, and nothing stops me, ever. Because I know that I'm resourceful. Even right now, with all of the obstacles around me, if I have a goal, I'm going to get it. Because nobody else is responsible for my success except for me. So if my husband's not on board with it, if I don't have the time, if I have the kid, I don't care. It's up to me to make it happen, which is why I think that now more than ever is the perfect time for you guys to do this. Because coming out of this, I feel like having been in isolation for over 2 months now, we forget all of the pickups and the drop-offs and the weekend schedules and all of the parties and the barbecues and all of we've forgotten it all. And now we've been given this perfect opportunity, and it's still not perfect. So is it the opportunity or is it you? That's what I'm really curious about right now. And I think that it's a really healthy question to ask yourself, because if you feel blocked in your weight loss, that's the only place you need to look. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to pop on here. If you haven't seen Michelle's documentary, I'm telling you right now, as a mom of 2 girls, it was inspiring. I bawled my eyes out. I highly encourage you guys to watch it. And if you truly believe, if you truly want to feel better in your skin, if you truly want the energy that you say that you so desperately crave, if you want to feel better in the body that you walk around in every single day, this is the best time to do it. There is no other time but right now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.